I'm so lit. I got my pants below my waist and I'm ever dance when I'm in this place. I'm so lit. I got my pants below my waist and I'm ever dance when I'm in this place.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lavern Spicer, and welcome to Hood Conservative. Welcome to the show today. Um, we are so excited about everyone joining in today, and we're just happy that you're here because we have some very serious information to share with you all today, and this is really going to be a hot show. Holler at me in no comments, y'all. Let me know who in the room. Hey, ladies, welcome, Sophia. Welcome, Trevian. Glad to have you on. I know Emma Rose, I wanted her to come on, but she's a little under the weather. And I think
Get well soon,
joining us
Omarosa.
also. But we can start off, first of all. We're going to start off. Hey, G, can you run one of those clips that Sophia, do you have the earphones? Because we got static here.
I don't know if it's me. I was good about
G, can you run
static?
But
there's some static on your mic.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, that's probably what it is.
trying to get it muted.
That's
Okay, I see. Hey, Amarosa. Hey, Tracy. Miss Amarosa. Hey, Trevian and Sophia. Hi, Carmen from New York. Hi, Nora. Love you guys. Welcome on, welcome on, welcome on. Come on in the room. So, turn that clip about the man that's told he cannot vote
last
because
thing I'm going to
he's
say
wearing
is the first of the month, so I'm just going to get all my hot takes out. I don't give a fuck what happens to any black man on this app, including being shot in the neck by a white man who has still not been arrested. I don't care, because these are the same men that said that they're not going to vote for a black woman unless they get child support forgiveness. We need to understand that black men ask for people to not take their lives seriously, to not care if someone unjustly shoots them or uses like excessive force on them. They told us that they don't give a fuck about none of that. All they care about is child support forgiveness. So I don't give a fuck if there's a story of a black man hanging from a tree or anything else at this point. I don't care anymore. I care about what's happening to black women, but not black men. Because again, these are the same men that said they don't give a fuck about anything else but child support forgiveness. Stop showing them.
That was my clip.
Okay.
I thought this woman right here, I don't know who she is. She came up in my feed yesterday and I saved the clip because I wanted to go back and look at who she was, find out what she does, and put her in front of a bunch of black men and make her say that same thing. That's why I sent that clip over, because I think that's egregious. They don't like free thinking black men. Black men can have demands. Black men want those demands met, and they cannot participate if their demands are not met.
They don't like free thinking black men. Black men can have demands. Black men want those demands met, and they cannot participate if their demands are not met. They don't like free thinking black men. Black men can have demands. Black men want those demands met, and they cannot participate if their demands are not met.
Yvonne, they don't want.
Free thinking black men. Black men can have demands.
Oh, are you watching the clip?
They don't want Trevian to put that out.
You got a lot of feedback.
Oh, are you? I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna go out and come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back in and come.
Oh, and they're getting everything together. I don't know what all that noise is. Okay.
I'm about to leave and come back.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't know what all that noise is.
Somebody gonna have to boot me out.
I come back.
Did it stop? Yeah, boot me out.
Okay, so she just showed. I think that that shows how we still got that. I think that shows. I think that. Just goes to show, how much work we have to do with the young generation, because nobody should feel that way. It's just heartbroken, really heartbreaking to see. It just goes to show, how much work we have to do, because nobody should feel that way. It's just heartbroken, really heartbreaking to see. It goes to show, how much work we have to do because nobody should feel that way. It's just heartbroken, really heartbreaking. It goes to show.
Is there just a major delay?
Here, stop. I don't know. But anyway, I was saying that just goes to show, the young generation, how confused they are.
Is there just a major delay?
And that, we have so much work to do with them. But anyway, I was saying that just goes to show, the young generation, how confused they are.
Is there just a major delay?
Gee, is there a major delay or what is going on with this thing? We have so much work to do with them. But anyway, I was saying that just goes to show, the young generation, how confused they are.
Is there just a major delay?
Gee, is there a major delay or what is going on with this thing? We have so much work to do with them. But anyway, I was saying that just goes to show, the young generation.
It's the feds. It's always the feds.
Gee, is there a major delay or what is going on with this thing? It stopped.
Oh, it stopped.
But like I was saying, that just goes on to show how confused the what the fuck is going on?
It's the feds.
What it is? That just goes on to show how. Hold
on. It's definitely the feds.
What's up?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no feedback.
I don't think they want to get us heard today, being so close to the election.
It's the feds.
Yeah,
right. It's the feds.
So they got us with echoes and sound effects.
Right? Heavy delays. And then
what kind of new cracker-knacker BS is this? But anyway, we're going to move on. Hopefully to God. Hopefully to God that's it. Because this is crazy, y'all.
Right?
Well, anyway, what go ahead on, y'all. What we were saying. Thank you. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the support. We see y'all out there. We're just having a little technical difficulties. But that's okay. We're going to move right along. Anyway, as I was saying, that just goes to show how confused the young generation is. They need help. How could you even play some, like that? I'm trying to be on good behavior today.
No, don't be good. Put it out there. That bitch is crazy. Yeah. She is crazy. I can't believe that what did she say? Child support, that's your boy Bill Clinton. Blame him. That ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Right.
Don't she know that?
No, they don't. They don't know.
Want free thinking black men, as if black men cannot have demands, and black men should not participate if they choose not to, unless their demands are met. So that is the part that I think, I really, sent that clip in Lavern because I wanted to find out who this black woman was, and I wanted to put her in front of a bunch of black men and let her say that same thing, and let her be educated by the people that she just discredited, to death.
Well, and one thing I guess she haven't did like really done her homework because women pay child support just as well as men pay
Exactly.
child support, and
No question.
especially some of the celebrities, like I think Halle Berry. How much was she paying that man? Like
Woo.
an enormous amount of money.
Yes.
Buco cash.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, so I
But
don't know where she been sipping her tea at, but
She's
she
got
got
that all the
wrong
women
information.
independent. She's
no.
got that mentality. And that's a huge problem right now because this younger generation of girls, I'm going to call them girls because they're not intelligent and mature enough to be women. They are feeling as if or believing as if they don't need black men or a man in general. And
Right.
that is, I think that's the fall of the black community. That's the fall of black society. In the without the black family, we have no foundation, we have no leaders, we have no progress. Right now, Black America has name a black leader in Black America. Black America is so stagnant. In,
Oh, I
They
see.
coming for us today. Dang. I can't believe that. No, I
I see
can't
what
believe
it is.
it. Because you hitting that nail on the head, Trevian. Because when you think about it, when she says that, when you said that we're not looking toward black men anymore, you think about where we come from. When we talk about rappers like Kanye, the culture, they've done degraded the culture so low that Lil Nas X became somebody that everybody was listening to. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
allowed so much to take away from the culture and the strength of our culture that you can sit down there and mumble and be a real rapper. They actually let a Canadian in, Drake. That wouldn't have happened back in the day. They'd have been like, yo, you need to go somewhere with that. But they've taken away so much from the black American men and diluted it by having everything that they want to put out there that's going to distract us from what we need to remember. These
Okay.
representations
Remember, they got paid to do what they did. They wasn't just doing that because that's what they wanted to say. They got paid to create that narrative of ignorance, because I remember when that gangster rap came out, and it was some that came on the radio, and I was listening to it, and it was like, oh, go rob a grandmama and hit him in the head, drag the bitch down the street. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But it was just back then everybody was listening, bumping to that kind of stuff, and I'm like, okay, what is really going on with this shit here? You know what I'm saying? So I think for some of us, it's been people don't understand. For a lot of us, it's been a long time coming. We didn't just get here. It was steps that led us into this direction because, like I always say, especially for me, and I wanted to talk about this. I think I'm gonna wait till like 3:30, and I'm gonna talk about this because I want to make sure that more people are on when I say what I say. But I'm gonna say it again. It's little steps that led us here to where we are now. We just didn't get to the point where we say, "Hey, I'm gonna be a conservative or whatever." You know what I'm saying? For a lot of us, I mean, for certain families, their families are really conservative and probably have always been conservative. But for some of us, it was the steps that guided us this way. It's a lot of things that happen in our community that we just didn't agree with, and including a lot of things that are taking place right now that we don't agree with, especially when you see all these black men that are stepping up now. And y'all know how it was in 2020 and 2020. They didn't want to hear no shit about being no damn conservative. Oh, right, bitch, right. you are what's them things? And you got some, Sophia. They sent you something recently, and also, me too. I still get it. I still get it.
What you just said, it's me. You know what, Lavern? I'm gonna put it out there for you to understand. Like this week, I've been getting throttled, just trying to put out there because that whole garbage, Puerto Rico being a pile of garbage. There's this video of this dude, this Puerto Rican dude that is like legit saying and brought attention to the fact that Puerto Rico has had a lot of trash and garbage since the hurricanes, since they suffered that devastation, and the waste management companies aren't picking it up. They've just been, so they just go up to the landfills and dump them. And there's a few cities where these landfills are, and they're just piling up. It's just getting higher and higher and higher. And because we do our research. The minute that he said that, I was like, why would he just, Puerto Ricans are the most proudest people. If I were to say that I envied being somebody else, it would be Puerto Ricans, because they don't care what nobody say. They don't care what nobody do. They just about that life, and they just do them. So I went looking and found out all that information about it is a garbage heap. And the Biden administration and Harris, they didn't do nothing to go clean that up. When they started sending all the masks over there and everything for COVID, they ain't got but so many people. And now they got stockpiles of that laying all over the place. And they were supposed to take care of that.
How many times Puerto Rico got hit by those hurricanes too? One time they was getting those hurricanes back to back, and they never recovered from the first 4 or 5 they had in the first place.
Yep. So all that garbage is there. It's just there. The garbage and the trash is just there. And now that we know, the more people that's speaking out about it, they trying to throttle things. They're trying to make things a little distorted when you're trying to talk. And I'm just saying that I was like, it stopped being distorted now, so I'm happy. But I'm just saying that with regard to what they're doing now, you said it takes steps, Lavern, and you dead right. It takes these little steps. Black people had money when Trump was president. Yep. It felt good. We started getting some money. You know what I'm saying? And we looking now, and we ain't got that money no more. We can't afford to do things. So that's what makes people wake up.
All-time high. Gas is at an all-time. Eggs are $10. You know, so when I have my food bank, the line is down the street because people can't afford to buy food.
Yeah.
So, you know, but yet they still want to support this lying witch Kamala. And to me, it makes absolutely no sense why nobody would just. And I saw her also. She said that they asked her what was she going to do. Now, remember, you talking about somebody that's already been in office for the last 4 years. So if she actually wanted to do any of this, she had the ability. She has the ability to make those changes. She said, I'm going to give dollars to the small, to the banks for small businesses. How many small businesses owners can go to the bank and get some freaking money for their bank?
Not even possible.
It's not
even people.
Even if they're across the street from you. Even if they are across the street from you, it's still not happening. You know?
It's not happening. And
I saw a small business close recently in my neighborhood. Craig's Kitchen, shout out. Dude came from nothing, Lavern. He was one of your peoples that be on the line collecting food. And he did something with his life, and he turned it around and opened up a restaurant. And every Thanksgiving he gave back. And everybody was broken to see him close down because he can't afford oil to fry chicken. His business is done. So no one can walk up into thinking about doing anything.
But that's so sad because in a case like that, people should have got together, got the news media involved. Because if this man just needs some damn cooking oil, come on, they can make.
He got a job
by getting on the news and asking people to help. Because a lot of times when we are struggling, especially on this end in South Florida, we know we could call up the news media and say, hey, you know, this is what's going on with my program, and I really need some help.
They did, though. He got shut down because he got a job that paid better than what he was doing in business, which is sad because now he's not his own man no more.
Wow.
They're breaking the middle class. They're taking that away from us, and the middle class got the hood waking up now, too. I see Derek Gibson. They done bumped his ass all the way off Twitter. Where he at?
They kicked him off. We was trying to get him back on, but it didn't work. And you know, Derek was one of our hardest fighters. He was also doing a lot in New York and Chicago.
Yes.
Towards these rallies and trying to get people to register to vote. And also here in Miami, people, no matter where you are, please go out and vote and take people with you. A ballot box was found on the streets here in Miami. So, they turned that in. The guy also did a police report. So, the games have already started. We also heard the guy was somewhere, I think, trying to shoot up a ballot box or something was going on with.
They've set them on fire.
Yes.
We've got now a 4,000-page dossier from Vladimir Putin dissecting exactly how the 2020 election was stolen. And not only that, how they've already rigged the 2024 election. And it's sad that I'm waiting to get the time to go through his 4,000-page dossier because I have more faith in him than I do in Dominion. So it's a sad situation of what we're looking at right now. We've got voting machines that won't let you touch Trump. It won't click, and when you hit Trump, click we're not. He's not fighting
about that voting machine.
He has beaten Kamala. Now we are fighting election fraud. And that's the scary part about it. You watch Trump every day. You watch him sit and talk and educate America and the world on how America works, down from how they do land surveys and how they will stop you from building. He dissected how America is run. Kamala could never sit 3 hours. She wants Joe Rogan to fly to her, to sit in her environment, for her to do an interview, and it be 1 hour. That's the machine.
Hold on. He's getting ready to show the clip.
That's the machine.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. And it just stuck on Kamala.
Wow.
It's stuck on Kamala. There it goes, right there.
Wow. Trevian, I know you got to be mad. You got to be mad because you were there from the jump.
I'm indicted because of things like this. I am indicted because of election fraud in Georgia, which is still rampant right now. We had 4 years to fix this situation, and still we are worried about free and fair elections in the state of Georgia, and we've gotten nowhere. That election in Georgia will be certified no matter how much fraud is reported. The judge just ruled they must certify the election in Georgia. We don't have. I'm in my heart. I hurt for President Trump, but I see him on that campaign trail to know. I mean, just nonstop. You see Kamala now. There's a whole video of her yawning. You have never seen that man who was 20 years old.
First of all, she can't even hold an interview. I mean, her interview is just redundant. I know what was and what has been, and what has been a burden may always, it's always the same shit. And you be sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because it makes absolutely no damn sense, And as I was saying, here in Miami-Dade, people have been voting. But right now, Monroe County is at an all-time low for votes. So Monroe County, we need y'all to pick it up.
Right. I mean,
hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Thank you all so much for joining in today. And we have so much on the line. We really have so much on the line with this election. We cannot afford to lose. And it's so important. It's so important to vote.
Out. The people,
they're coming out.
They are voting for no tax on tips. They are voting for no tax on Social Security. They are voting for no tax on overtime. The people are at the ballot box. They are there. We've had people. If we look at the numbers right now, the registration numbers in Pennsylvania, double of what they are for Democrats. The number of people who have voted early, record history numbers. People have made their choice. They have done their diligence. They have done their civic duty. What we're dealing with right now, we're dealing with globalists. We're dealing with Klaus Schwab. We're dealing with Barack Obama.
Soros.
We're dealing with these elites George Soros. We are dealing with these people who were by hook and crook after 2016 when Trump won that election fair and square. They vowed on their life to never let that man re-enter the Oval Office.
That's what we got to think about it. That's why I wore this today.
Right? That's why I wore this today.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I wore this today.
It's like we got to get ready.
Today.
Yeah.
I wear it every day.
We got to get ready. And the reason why I say we got to get ready is because I feel that whether I know he gonna win. Put it that way. But whatever the results are, when the results come in, win or lose, we still have that duty. You know what I'm saying? Like, they try to teach us history and erase it and make us look back like that's not some stuff that we can get on now. They look at the people of January 6th like, I have to keep giving you props, Trevian, and I do because, and I don't want to cry on camera, but I'm just saying, it's heartbreaking to know that people just wanted to get things straightened out. People just wanted to know that there's fraud, there's something that was wrong, there's discrepancies.
Just to find out the truth. That was the bottom line.
Exactly.
Just to find out the truth.
The truth. And they were denied that and then called insurrectionists and then thrown in jail, and then the lawfare starts. I would have never imagined that would happen in my America. Never. I would have never thought that the people's voices could be shut down like that. You know what I'm saying? And when I think about it, the louder y'all get, the more they keep saying that you're lying. The more they throw at you and just take away from you. And I just keep saying that, like, at least you were there. You saw it with your own eyes. Yep. And now we're getting people uploading stuff and we see it with our own eyes. How are we not stopping November 5th from happening? How are we not going, wait a minute. Paper ballots. You know what I'm saying?
There should be lawsuits right now. I'm still upset that the GOP is waiting to be reactive. And they made that clear that they didn't want to fix the election fraud in 2020. They wanted to focus on the election in 2024.
And another thing, I want to know what's stopping Liz Cheney from changing her party. It's obvious she's a Democrat. So what's stopping her from changing her party? If you over there, you and everybody else that's over there with Kamala and the crew, all of y'all need to go ahead on and change your party to what you obviously are, and that's a Democrat. Okay.
Well, that's to preserve her father's legacy in the Republican Party. She would have swapped parties if it was just her legacy involved. That is because she has to maintain the legacy that her father was vice president.
But she's not supporting her father's legacy by agreeing with the Democrats on every damn thing. What's the purpose?
But that's the thing. Her father, George Bush, all the Bushes, they are against Donald Trump. So they have to collectively stand tall together and thug it out under the Republican, the R.
That's where MAGA came from. MAGA busted out of that. MAGA is something, and they don't want that to be. They don't want, and I was saying it a long time ago, that third party just creates a coalition government. We already know that MAGA is MAGA. We just not making it official. We're not making it like hands down. Like you want to get things moving.
Party. There is no more Republican.
Well, according to Joe Biden, MAGA and conservatives are garbage.
Garbage.
He did
garbage.
But let me be garbage. You know what I mean?
I would be garbage, and I would be a Nazi because guess what? I already voted for Trump. So I don't give a damn what you call me. I don't care. I already voted for him. You can call me anything.
I
you would like to call me. I really don't care. You know, and now I'm gonna get in. I just want to say this, y'all, and I hope everybody. To all the 971 people on this show that's listening, I want y'all to listen to me and listen to me good. I want you to listen to me and listen to me very well when I say this, okay? Now, as a child, and one day I may write a book about my life, I always enjoyed helping the older people in my community. So I would help them like cut their grass, clean up the house, stuff like that. I just enjoyed doing that, right? Besides the little benefits that came with it, my neighbor, she was a very old lady. She didn't have any kids. So I would clean up her house and she would make me like peanut butter brittle, chocolate cookies and stuff like that, so even Swap won't never know Swap, so I enjoyed doing stuff like that. So that in itself, and my mom always wanted me to do hair because I always did, like my little sister hair and other people hair. I always did that growing up as a child, and that was something that I really enjoyed doing. So when I came to Miami, right, and first of all, my mom was very firm. In high school, I wasn't allowed to go out to no games, no clubs, none of that. I had to stay in the house. So even when I became an adult, going to a club was no big deal because I never did that anyway as a child. That just was never an option for me, And like I said, my mom was very firm. She was very tough on us. And when I came to Miami and I started going to beauty school, I met my mentor. And her name was Curly King, but everybody called her name was Cousin King, but everybody called her Curly. And she was a pioneer beautician in the 80s. And in the 80s, Miami was the place to be because, Miami was like the drug capital of the world. And it was like the LL Cool J era, I'm jiggling, baby, all that type of thing. So Miami was just popping in the 80s. So especially during all the beauty shops, everything was busy because money was flowing here. So it was nothing for people to come by and give you a couple of $100 tips for whatever you was doing because the money was flowing, right? So like I said, she always, Curly was tough. She was really tough. And when the women came to get their hair done, she always encouraged them to be strong and to fight for what they believe in and to not let people just push you around. But Curly was also hard to work with, but she was just like my mom. My mom was worse than her. So when I started working with her, it was easy, but I was so young. The people always had bets on me in the shop. Oh, you ain't going to make it another week. They were all older women. So they would be like, oh, next week when we come, we know you're going to be gone. You're not going to be here. Y'all want to bet? I would say to myself, you just don't know my mama, baby. You just don't know my mom. Okay? So my Curly and my mom, both of them was, they was like the ultimate grandmothers and mothers to everybody, but they were tough and firm. Okay? So after Curly died, like I said, I started an organization. It's all about her legacy because she poured into everybody's life. She didn't care if you was rich. She didn't care if you was poor. It really didn't matter. She treated everybody the same. And that's the same thing we do right here at Curly's house. We reach out. We help everybody. We take care of the seniors. We take care of the homeless people. We go to the senior buildings. We spend time with them. We give them food, clothing, personal care items. We talk to them. We bring in doctors to talk to them about their medication and to talk to them about what's going on in their life. Because, see, the thing with the seniors, they only see their kids a lot of times at the first of the month when grandma got her check. That's when they come in to visit. Other than that, you don't hear from them. So that's exactly how it was. So, when you give out food and you helping people that are in need, that's not an easy job. People think it's like a drop in a bucket to help people. A lot of times you can't even help them because they're so angry and frustrated. So you got to work through all that anger, and hostility in order to really be able to help these people. Because when they go to different places, so many places turn them away and they turn them down, right? So I'm saying that to say this is a ministry. It's a ministry. It's the ministry that a lot of churches don't want to do. So they call this the trench ministry because this is the ministry where you got to roll up your sleeves and go get dirty and work with everybody that's coming to your door. We have people that come here that may have mental issues. Sometimes they come with razor blades in their hand. You know, sometimes they out there with all kind of weapons. Some come because they want to fight. So we have to deal with all of that when we go outside. So the point is, you cannot be scared doing the work that I do. Being scared just don't come with this territory. So when God has a calling on your life, you have to do it whether you want to or not.
Right.
That's like going back to Jonah.
Yeah.
Going back to Jonah. You know, either you gonna do what he called you to do, and when he called you to do something, he gonna drag you through a lot of hurt, pain, and hell. And hell, you gonna go through hell like you can never imagine. Because, like Grandma would say back in the day, all that don't kill you will only make you stronger. So he's gonna make you very strong. So when I read the comments, right, with the things that I say, and it was a black guy that was running for office, and he said, well, Lavern, you're not afraid to say what you said. Well, guess what? If I was afraid to say it, I would have never said it in the first place.
Right.
I would have never said what I said in the first place. Let me tell you something. One thing about me, I don't give a damn I don't give a damn if you stay in a mansion. I don't care if you just have 100,000 in your pocket just for fucking change. You know, I don't care if you driving 5 fucking Maybachs. It don't make me no difference, because at the end of the day, we all eat, wear clothes, and do what? Take that shit at the end of the day. So I don't care what your financial status is. I don't give a shit about none of that. If it's something I gotta say, and I'm gonna say it, because guess what? It didn't just start here with my age at fucking 58, my nigga. This shit goes way back for me. It goes way back for me, you know. And one thing, let me tell you something. The people that helped that ran my campaign for me, they helped me out with my campaign in 2020 when I was talking to them, and I was, you know, and they said, Lavern, they said, it's very few black people that are running for Congress this year that do not stay in the suburbs. That do not stay in the suburbs, because a lot of them couldn't relate to the rest of us, because y'all staying in gated neighborhoods. You know, y'all living that rich lifestyle. Y'all don't know what working with everyday people is like. You don't even have a fucking clue. So that's why y'all little ass is so scared to say whatever in the fuck you gotta say. Guess what? I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Then JD Vance say what the fuck he had to say. Look at how many times JD Vance talked about Trump. That didn't make any difference. Trump still picking. Let me tell you something. Even before he selected him, my husband said, baby, Trump is going to pick J.D. Vance to be his VP. I said, why you say that? He said, because J.D. Vance is about that life. He been through hell and back. He's not afraid. The man is not afraid of nobody. He don't give a shit who you is. He said that's why, among the many other reasons. But that right there, it's like the main reason, you know. So just because y'all other black folks are scared to say what the fuck you gotta say, don't include me in your equation. Because anybody that know me, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people know me. Okay, when they know me, they know whatever I gotta say. I'm gonna tell you in your motherfucking face. I ain't gonna send it in no bottle. I ain't gonna put in no letter. I'm gonna tell you straight to your face, and I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care if you're the mayor. I don't give a fuck if you're a commissioner. I don't care if you're a doctor. I don't give a shit about none of that. Because at the end of the day, I fight for the less fortunate people that don't have a voice, that cannot fight for themselves. So I'm not going to walk around and be afraid of who in the fuck I offend, because some things just need to motherfucking be said. You know? I'm going to tell y'all this. I had a guy, this guy that was a friend of mine, he died recently, right? And he had a food bank for over, wow, at least over 30 years, right? And he helped people out of Opelika, Florida. Okay. This man helped people out of Opelika, Florida. And I remember so many times when I would run out of food and didn't have food, I could call him. And I say, listen, bro, I don't have any food. And he would bring me food, or he would say, sis, bring your truck over here, and I'm going to fill your truck up so you can feed your families and your people in your neighborhood, right? So recently, this man died. This man helped all agencies that needed food. He was always out in the community doing big events for the commissioners to make their ass look good. They never funded his organization, right? And then when he died like basically homeless, not even having a place to stay. And they could have put him up in a place. They could have did something for him, but they didn't. So, that's why I say what I say. Because a lot of people, once they get elected to those seats, they become fucking celebrities.
Absolutely.
But y'all have to remember, we the people are the ones that voted for them in the first place. We the people are the ones that elected them. A lot of y'all that are listening right now, y'all have done phone calls for your local elected officials. You knocked on doors for them. You helped them make phone calls and do everything that they need to do for these campaigns. So you have to understand that once they get elected, they should help you do something.
Absolutely. Word.
They should help you do something.
Lavern, I think P. Ray's trying to get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody say, Lavern, can you please bring light to Hawaii being illegally obtained by the U.S. government? Hey, Sandra.
Hi.
Hey, Sandra.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Sandra. Good to see you.
How was the marathon, Trevian?
It was amazing. 3 hours and 55 minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice. So you did that.
I was saying, Sandra, let me finish up what I was saying. So I was saying all of that to say, even with one that ran for a senator, she ran as a senator, Miss Campbell. Once we helped her tremendously. Once she got elected, Lavern, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna help your organization. Every time I call her, nothing. So some of them are just some lying ass motherfuckers.
Lying ass. That's
lying motherfuckers. And that's the problem that we have with our elected officials right now, because they have lied to us for so long, and we have allowed them to do that. We don't hold their feet to the fire. Okay. But Trump is the one that called a lot of them lying motherfuckers out.
Yes.
That's the one that called a lot of them lying motherfucking asses out. And then they continue to run, continue to get back in, and only help certain people. Right. There's some of them only help. Like if Haitians get elected, they only help the Haitian people. They don't help everybody. Most of them don't help everybody. That's just what they do. Well,
I'm Haitian and I would.
But you're not elected.
Yeah, you would. You know that.
As elected officials. So when I see them, and then they be like, "Oh, hey, Lavern, how you doing?" I be like, "Hey, lying motherfucker, how you doing?" Because that's what they are. That's just what they are. So why I'm gonna bite my lip and my tongue and be scared to say what the fuck I said? Who in the hell are they? Are they a god? Do I supposed to bow down and worship these motherfuckers? No, they work for us. They work for we the motherfucking people. And I said I wasn't gonna cuss today, but that shit about to come out. But I'm just saying this. They work for us. They work for us. We don't work for them. So that's what pisses me off, because when you got people like lying ass Pelosi, when Trump gave those awards to those kids when he won the first time, and she was standing behind him just tearing the paper up, that was some ignorant ass bullshit right there. Yeah, that was ignorant as hell, but nobody said nothing. Let the little drunk motherfucker tear the papers up, And even when she tore the papers up with the little girl, yeah. Even when she tore the papers up with a little girl, that's a child. Think about, that's a child. At least let the child see that you're happy and you support that. Be the bigger person. She could have took Trump out of that picture and just focus on that kid instead of standing back there just doing dumb shit.
But let's say something. Trump had 4 years to get rid of a lot of people. Okay, he played Mr. Nice Guy, thinking that he could come around and negotiate with everybody. You cannot negotiate with devils. You cannot do it. So I do fault him for not getting rid of the people that he said he was going to get rid of when he ran in 2016. I do that because I know he's a master negotiator, and sometimes thinking you can strike a deal with the devil gets you.
You cannot.
And so
you cannot make no deals with the devil because the devil will always. Remember, the devil got a job. His job is to steal, kill, and destroy. So, and for all of those that don't believe in God, have a great time with your father Satan, going saying you straight to hell with all them other celebrities.
Burn, baby, burn.
I don't play with Satan. But I rebuke him, and I rebuke all them other demons that come in my inbox leaving them dumbass messages, along with the one that called Sophia a fucking bad witch. I rebuke y'all, and y'all could go straight to hell. Now, I said I wasn't going to cuss, but I had to do it on that one. Now, back to what we were saying.
I do think that Trump has learned his lesson. I do think that he is one who was smart enough not to get burned twice. So the reason why Kamala can raise $1 billion campaigning is because you got every pedophile, you got all of Hollywood, you got all of the heads of the major corporations who've done nothing but hurt Americans through health crises, all these different elements that he's fighting. So, and it's a global concerted effort against Donald Trump. This is not just a domestic. Like I said on the last show, we had parliament members and party members coming from the UK.
I was just going to say,
United States campaigning for Kamala Harris. So we are up against, Trump is up against the world. Us, we the people. We are up against an animal that is so avalanche based, just rolling over everything in the world. We're going to come back here next week, and we're either going to be overjoyed or we're going to be astounded that we were just decimated and robbed again of the people.
No. So I'm not going to be upset. I'm just going to be ready. I'm just gonna be ready.
What are you going
we can't let them do this. I'm serious. I'm not trying to hear this. Like, I know people say that that's not where the direction they're. Oh no, we're talking about stealing elections. You know what I'm saying? You had them people with them powdered wigs. They'd have been burning up everything already. When the Democrats didn't get what they wanted, they burnt up Portland. They was burning up everything. But meanwhile, we like, look at them burning up stuff. All we did was peacefully assemble with some feds in the mix, and then we're the ones that get villainized. We're the ones that get dragged out in the street, and grandma's going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Grandpa's going to jail. People being indicted for telling the truth. The truth. You know what I'm saying?
And remember, Kamala already made it clear. She said if she lose, she coming for everybody that had something to say against us. Against her, and that would be all us right here in this room.
Yeah, they're gonna beeline to my door. That's them right now.
But let's talk about the course of events that are coming out about Kamala Harris. Kamala, one of her favorite responses to a question is, "I grew up in a middle class family." Come to find out, her family on both sides were recordly wealthy. This woman comes from her family members have pictures with Fidel Castro. Both sides of her family come from communist backgrounds, and they promoted communist missions and education. Okay, this woman is more dangerous. And shout out to Candace Owens, because she tore that woman apart.
Yes, she did.
Shout out to Candace Owens, the hardest black working conservative. I'm gonna give it to her. You go, girl. Nobody's having the time. I know I don't have the time because I'm fighting a whole case and doing whatever else I need to do. But I will tell you, Candace Owens deserves her respect. Kamala Harris was groomed into this position just like you had George W. Bush groomed and H.W. Bush before him groomed by Prescott Bush. This is what we're up against. She is an animal. She is a demon. She is a dog. And we need to put her down by voting against her on November 5th like the dog she is.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that because, I mean, Candace did one hell of a job. I don't think that Candace ever found that picture of her grandmother because she put up $1,000 for anybody that could produce that picture because Kamala said that there was a picture of her grandmother, you know, before she died, and Kamala found, and Candace found out that her mother died, her grandmother died like 10 years even before she was born. So if she lie about little things like that, we know they have ain't telling the truth about not one damn thing. One thing.
There was a woman on Lady C. Do you guys know Lady Colin Campbell?
No.
She's a British subject, but she's a dame or a lady or whatever you would want to call her. And she's done a lot of biographies about the royal family. And she's from Jamaica. She's a white lady from Jamaica. She brought a black woman who knew the family of Kamala. And she showed her the picture that's been passed around. And she says, no, that wasn't her.
Wow.
She was fit. Right. I mean, like live, probably on, didn't seem like it was rehearsed or whatever. She's like, I've got a picture I want to show you. Tell me if you recognize this person. If you get a chance, go take a look because it was
Colin C.
Lady C. Yeah, Lady C. Lady Colin Campbell's room.
Lady Colin Campbell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's a lot of questions. And it's so interesting how mainstream media is so incurious about delving into those questions. And the minute they do try to push back, because Anderson Cooper did a good job holding her feet to the fire, asking her, like, you could have done it for the last three and a half.
Well, she isn't going to do it. She had 4 years already. Trump already told y'all that lady had 4 years. If she was going to do anything, she would have already have done it. Not talking about, I'm going to do this and I'm going to... You ain't going to do nothing. Just shed it. Just shed it.
The minute they seized control, they reversed his Remain in Mexico policy, which was the cornerstone of that whole policy. Remain in Mexico, fight for your citizenship if you want to come here, but you do it in Mexico.
Right.
And we will take it on a case-by-case basis. They repealed all of that. They got rid of all of that. And apparently he had set aside $650 billion or something to build the wall, to return illegal aliens back to their home countries. That money has sort of disappeared.
Right.
That money has not been it had, because he was doing all these things, and he took executive action like a president would do to secure the border, but they needed to have it codified by Congress. So it was sort of like a temporary fix. It wasn't a permanent solution, but he had enough powers to be able to do it to stop the flow of the people coming through.
Yeah.
And as soon as they got into office, they repealed all of it. All of it. This was by design. It was intentional. Sorry, folks who were listening on the other side. This was intentional. This is an intentional act to throw open the borders and allow a bunch of people. If you have property, aren't you allowed to ask someone who they are? Yeah. Aren't you allowed to lock your doors? Yeah. Aren't you allowed to maybe even carry a firearm just in case to protect your family? These are basic principles. These are basic needs of human beings to protect themselves. You put a wall around your home. You put a fence around your home. We don't put a border between nations. Doesn't even make sense
at all.
They can't even justify it. Sorry,
and they don't try to.
And you're right, Trevian. And they don't even try to hide. They used to try to hide things. And also, have y'all seen where they're saying Bill Gates has been arrested in the Netherlands? I don't have that clip.
Yeah, I wish I could see that clip, but come on.
I need to see that.
We would have that all over the Telegraph in UK, the BBC. We would have that on international news if that was true.
Absolutely.
So, because the BBC loves to drop a story. So, but until I see it on the BBC, I won't believe it.
I don't know. They were showing it. They were showing clips. I don't know if it's true or not.
Wouldn't that be wonderful, though? Our meat will be safe. Our food will be safe.
Trump said that when he wins this election, he's going to make sure that the food is safe. And he's going to make them take everything out of it. And that would be great. Because we truly need somebody in that seat that's going to fight for the people. And I believe that he will do just that.
It's so funny because I have a friend that works in the trucking industry. And he deals with poultry, and he does deliveries when he picks it up with his truck. And I did not know that when you have the meat and it's traveling, that once it hits below a certain temperature, they put that meat in other communities. Like, I was like, that don't sound like it's something that should be happening. Wow. And he was like, that's just how it is. And I remember, you look back at all the earlier Black films. We was all thin and that's all fleeky and looking all good and everything else. Then all of a sudden, I don't know if you remember, Lavern, that big scandal that came out with Purdue, where they were putting hormones in the chicken, and then all the Black and Latino children started growing breasts all soon.
They still do.
Yep.
Hi, Ray.
Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all. Thank you for having me. It took a little while to figure it out, but I did. Today I got on my black Chicago red shirt.
That's right. It looks nice.
Yeah,
I want one. I ain't in Chicago, but I want one anyway.
Go to chicagored.org. You can buy this shirt that supports the movement. And keep popping, y'all. When I tell y'all it's popping in a way I didn't even think it was going to pop, it is popping. So I cannot wait until voting day. They're saying like, oh, there are more Democrats that have ballots that are already been early voted. And I'm like, yeah, those Democrats are voting for Donald Trump. But like, don't look at party. Party does not matter in the general election. We just need to get the people to the polls. So
that's very important. Hold on 1 minute. Sophia, back to what you were saying. Also, a lot of them, and I saw somebody in the comment that said their nephew drives a reefer truck. And when the poultry gets the temperature, whatever, he'll throw the meat away. Some of those people, what they'll do, they reach out to programs like food banks and other places that will take the food. And sometimes it could be like the temperature is. It don't mean that that the meat is just warm. It means that it's below the temperature that the grocery store.
The grocery store.
Take it. So they will donate it to organizations, and we get a lot of stuff. I mean, that is being donated for many reasons. The date could be wrong, the temperature could be off, it could be anything. But you know, most food banks will take it, and if not, we always send it to the Feeding South Florida or Feeding America. You know, has many.
Oh, so they could cook it right away. Okay.
Under that. Or under their umbrella that would take it, because you know food banks need all the help that we could get, especially because we're coming into Thanksgiving, and you know we want to make sure that everybody has a great Thanksgiving. So we're gonna need all the help.
I'm not speaking like on what you're talking about. I'm talking about where they send them into certain hoods and they inject them with water. They inject them with food coloring to try to bring some life back into it. But
they doing that all over. They doing that all over. They're even showing how they had a plant with the baby salmons, and they was injecting them with the needle. And then they would send them into like this little pond thing where they would stay for a little while to make sure that they're okay. And then they put them right back into the rivers, into the stream. So they're doing that to some of everything, all of the food that we eat. And it's not just a conspiracy theory neither.
No. Whatever happened to the chickens just roaming?
Growing.
Yeah.
But that is the case in foreign countries. That's why when you go to Italy, when you go to Beirut, when you go to these countries, you can eat all you want to eat because the food is all biological.
And you don't
and it's not processed food.
It's
not processed food.
Hormones. It's not in the food. So it exists. It just doesn't exist here where capitalism is the know-all be-all guide.
That is I've lived abroad and I've eaten that foreign food, and I want to tell y'all that chemicals make food delicious, okay? When I was living abroad, I'm like, oh my God, I want some high fructose corn syrup so bad. Like, don't let them fool. Yes, you should eat it, but know that America is delicious, okay? All that stuff tastes good. It make it like next level delicious.
Yeah.
That's a West Side thing.
No, I'm serious. No, because like if you like, for instance, if you have like a Mexican Coca-Cola is gonna taste different from American Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Because the American Coca-Cola has corn in it. No, this is like a geopolitical or a geobiological thing. So we got a lot of corn in our diets. So when I go to West Africa, they don't have corn in their diets. So I was like craving high fructose corn syrup, Doritos, cornbread, dressing, catfish, all of the corn-based stuff. So that's what I mean. Like our food got corn in it. Theirs has
everything. Corn is in everything.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here about to drool. It do taste good. That's a shame though. Like, but the first time I started shopping at Trader Joe's, everything was bland. And I'm sitting there just tossing up salt on it. Everything was bland. But it takes getting used to because all that stuff just keeps you addicted to just eating that stuff, even though it tastes good. So the bland stuff tastes good when you get used to it. It starts to actually have more, like sugar. Y'all ever see that Domino sugar? Like that's the hood sugar, the one in the yellow bag? That Domino sugar?
Yeah.
If you ever buy the pure cane sugar, the brown one, and do a taste test, let your people just get some and just do a taste test. The real stuff tastes like candy. Straight up. It tastes like candy, whereas the one in the white bag, it don't taste like sugar. It don't taste like sugar at all. I don't even know what that is, but when you put that in some sweet potatoes, it's the truth. When you put it in some Kool-Aid, it's undeniable. You can't get away from it that it tastes so good. That is so terrible. I shouldn't be saying that, but it's good. I agree.
So y'all, Sophia,
the truth.
So one thing about it, as I'm looking at this stage, you all are a liberal's worst nightmare. You all are something that a liberal, never thought would happen because all of y'all supposed to belong to the Democratic Party. So we are the liberals' worst nightmare. It's an independent Black thinker that can articulate, don't need them to do no thinking for us. And, we'll stand up and fight for what we believe in.
Yes. Yep. Happy Halloween.
And add to that, the GOP needs to make sure that they leave that door unlocked for us to come in and start helping and creating.
You're right, but see, one thing about me, I don't mind kicking a damn door in if I want
to. If you're there wasting your time,
I'm not over here to fight. That's the whole thing about it too. Like even like with the move that we're doing right now, there's a lot of things that is happening that people have no clue about. We keep it tight to the chest. However, when I'm talking to other women around the country, other Black women, all of us got the same story, okay? Same story. And I don't want to fight. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to have meetings. I don't want to march down on people. I'm here to get the government, the constitutional representation that we are entitled to via politics. That's it. But the fact that you got to go in and fight and kick the door down and fight, we're just going to make our own thing. We don't got to join them. These people were not successful before we showed up. They weren't relevant before we showed up. They were, none of that. So we created, we make our own, and then they got to come to us. But I know that from being in Chicago and running behind the Chicago GOP, running behind the Illinois GOP, ain't no win in that. No, you'll never get.
Hold up. In the name of Jesus, Lord, I need you to help me right now. Okay? So I'm going to do something, y'all. So, Mr. New York Politics, that you want to leave all of those comments. Would you like to give your email so you can bring your so you can come up on stage, sir?
Ooh.
We don't want you to just leave all the comments. Would you like to come up on stage? If so, drop your email. Drop your email, Mr. Troll.
Now I'm gonna have to go look. Where he at?
Drop your email.
Who did they call Miss Bowtie?
That one. Oh, he said he gonna drop it. Drop your email.
Yeah, come
on.
Hi.
Bring it.
Come on.
Who's Miss Bowtie?
Come on in. Come on.
That's right. Don't you feel good already?
You popped out like a poltergeist. The lights were blinking. Like what? Drop your email. We want to invite you on.
Yes.
Because we see you coming up with all your derogatory comments. And you talking about you said especially one that you said when you talk about Jesus. So we want to invite you. We want to invite you on. We want to invite you to come up. Drop your email, bro. Drop it.
Why do you guys always say I have a permanent smile? Are you guys not happy in life?
They don't like that you happy?
I love life. I don't know. And why would I not smile? Like
they want us to look miserable. They want us to have that.
No, I love
that liberal look.
Trust and believe.
No.
We don't do that here. It's all about being happy and good cheer.
Look. God gave me good cheer.
That is so crazy.
You don't know Black women. You don't know our character. You don't know anything about us.
It's okay. Forget those people. But yes, y'all, I think that what we're about to witness next Tuesday is going to be phenomenal. This is going to be something that everybody on this stage has worked for very, very hard, and it's coming to fruition. Now, my main thing that I'm worried about, y'all, is political violence. And I know I keep saying this, but it could because I'm in the city of Chicago. But once we take this power from these people, they're going to come and try to get us, okay, in real life.
Wait, let me read y'all this comment. Ain't nobody black in here.
That's fine.
News portal, fake it. I said I wasn't going to say it, but let me tell you this. If you want to talk to us, we don't want you to leave comments in the box.
Yeah.
I'm being polite.
Right.
We want you to drop your email and come on this stage. We want you to come on this stage.
Hey,
they're being real grimy today. Did you catch this one? Did you catch this one? Same uneducated trash bitches spewing black hate. Lavern is also known in present day term as House Bedwench or the other one.
First of all,
okay.
There's so much more to touch on.
Sophia, where's that?
That's Jake from Deep State.
I
don't care about Jake. Jake is a nobody. I don't care
Jake,
about
you a fucking joke. You are a joke.
I don't care about any.
I didn't even see what's up here. But anyway,
guess what? Look at what we've accomplished on this screen. If we look at what we've accomplished for this country, Jake don't matter. Jake is a cockroach. We're giving Jake promo, so we need to let Jake just sit there and type all his, his fingers.
Did we tell Jake to come out last time and he wouldn't come out?
Was it still the same Jake? I don't think.
Mind you, he's still here. Why is he here? It's like, go.
But anyway, they just want some attention. But the attention that we're gonna give you, Mr. What's your name? News, whatever.
Look, has everybody gotten all of their family members out to the polls?
Yeah.
That's what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about Jake because Jake is irrelevant.
Totally.
We've got how many days left to make America great again?
That part.
That's what
I want to right there.
So,
that part right there.
Let's make sure we stay focused and not let Rugrats.
No, we're gonna stay focused. I ain't gonna do no operation. Okay. We're gonna stay focused.
It's a part of the purpose, though. It's a part of the purpose because we're not going to be, happy, smiling people holding hands. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be about knocking people out. Like, that's just how it's got. It's got to a point where now you see people at their polling station and they're boxing. You know what I'm saying? These people, they might stay here and start hiding. But when they ready, they going to start burning shit, turning stuff up, calling us liars, trying to provoke people into some kind of anger. I'm with you 100%, Trevian. They are a distraction, but they need to be seen. They need to be seen, and they need to be dragged out.
So y'all can see them. We just want to say hello. Drop your email.
But you asked him 5 times. He's now just taking up your conversation.
Shout out to Amarosa. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to Amarosa. Amarosa said she took 100 and some people to the polls, and they voted 117 people to the polls. Shout out to you, girl. I hope you feel better. Baby.
Yes. We appreciate you, Miss Amarosa.
Yes. Absolutely.
Another Haitian woman. She's Haitian.
Yes.
Nice.
Born in Chicago. She was born in Chicago.
You are absolutely right. We're not gonna waste our time like that because if somebody want to debate, don't throw your little stuff in the comments. Come on up on the stage.
Right.
We're gonna let you talk and say what you gotta say. Come on the stage. That's all. Come on in the room. And if you can't come in the room, then you know what to do. I ain't gonna even tell you what to do. You already know what to do. That's right. We are all Black conservatives. Yeah. And if you don't like it, you can go straight to hell because we don't care. We don't care. We know we are a white liberal's worst nightmare.
Yeah. Yesterday I went on Fox Business and they said they played Jim Crow Joe saying that we were garbage. And they're like, so P-Ray, what do you think about them saying he's garbage? I'm like, well, I could talk about the fact that he's Jim Crow Joe, the last living Dixiecrat, a failed president, a horrible statesman. But instead, I'm going to say what we say in the Chicago public schools. Yo, mama, don't nobody care what he thinks. Nobody cares. Let him think what he want to think. And that's the mentality that we have to have. They don't have any policy. They don't have any solutions. They don't have anything.
They don't have anything.
They don't have all they got is insults. And
their presidents put people's baby feet in their mouth and chew on their feet.
That's what I want to know. He's a baby toe sniffing. You know what? No policy. This is the crazy part, right? Remember when Joe couldn't hardly speak and he couldn't hardly move? Then when they bought him back from wherever in the hell they went and got his little old ass from. Remember when they bought it back? He was like 3 inches taller.
Yeah. When he was running,
he could move faster.
Yeah.
He couldn't complete sentences. Before he couldn't complete a sentence, he couldn't even hold a conversation. Period. What I think happened?
He's that dingo that'll eat your baby.
I think they cloned that old geezer. That's what I think they did to him.
But
I think they cloned that old ass geezer, and I don't believe that's him. More than I believe that. Hold it. No more do I believe that Kamala is actually gonna come up with a policy to be able to do any damn thing for anybody. Okay?
No.
It's not gonna. It's 5 different Joes floating out here. They collected the faces. but they don't have any policy. So like when I talk to Jamie Harrison, Jamie is the chair of the DNC. So even though he's the chair of the DNC, I still tell him like, Jamie, you working your job, okay? I just want to tell you that after this crash, they're going to blame the black chair of the DNC for losing the black male vote. Yep. And they're going to put it all on you. But just know, I'm going to tell the people that you were really working your job. But now when I'm like watching, you know, his Twitter feed, it's all like tabloid stuff. It's all like, you know, signifying. And I'm like, yo, Jamie, you got to give people more policy. This why this not working. So even like the ladies that were down, I think in Georgia, where they got into it with the white man and she started fighting him and they all squared up. Somebody said black man should have been there, but y'all threw y'all
leave that up there for us, G. Somebody put up the Instagram account for Jake. Jake, whoever he is, so that's his Instagram account hoodie. So y'all know what to do. We're gonna show him some love. We're gonna show you some love, boo boo. And the guy said, I look like I'm off the plantation. That's his account right there. No wonder.
Look at it.
Oh my God. No, that's old ugly motherfucker. I see. I understand why you're little ugly motherfucker, you. And I said I wasn't gonna cuss today, but let me tell you this. The other one that said Lavern talk like she's from off the plantation. The only plantation that I'm off of is called I Wish a Nigga Would. That's what plantation I'm off of. I Wish a Nigga Would. Okay.
Oh my goodness. That's him.
Don't worry, Mr. New York. We're gonna find yours too. It ain't about anger. You the one came on here with the bullshit. And I said I wasn't gonna say nothing, but and I'm still not gonna do it. But you the one brought it up here. So like we were saying, we know why you're up here and why you're angry. Because
no. See, there's no anger in here. You want to talk about a permanent?
He angry. He is angry, not us. Ain't none of us angry.
No.
He is angry. He is angry.
Yeah.
Why are we expected to think the same? We have our own minds.
Turn your mic up.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, because we can't hardly hear you.
What about now?
That's a little bit. It's still kind of low, but go ahead.
Let me put a plug in. Hold on. Let me plug it in. I'll plug in my earphone. This will be better. Hang on.
Hang on. We're definitely not angry. That's what I will say.
No.
We are hardworking women, first of all. We're hardworking Black women conservatives.
Black women.
We are doing everything we can for the betterment of our country. This is our
Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
2024, man.
2024.
2024.
Baby. Y'all saw my video when I was like, Donnie, baby. That's it.
So why do we have to be expected to think the same just because of the external characteristics of our?
It's because they have their followers and they want everybody else to be a follower, and we're not followers. Yeah, that's why I say just ignore them.
I've never been a follower. I ain't never been a follower.
Pluto's allegory of the cave.
I would let him keep typing. Doesn't that make your monetization go up? Let him keep typing. Let him work for us.
There you go. There you go.
So
okay, wait, who got on the mat? You, P. Ray, you got on the mat and the hat. Did you get the vote wearing a hat?
No, ma'am. You can't go in and wear nothing that says a campaign.
Okay, so we're gonna play that clip. Play that clip, G. G, where are you? Play that clip. There we are.
What will happen if I do not take my hat off?
Refuse. You're going to be arrested and taken there.
If I don't take my hat off,
you're going to be fingerprinted and processed. Actually, you're not going to be taken. You're not going to be taken to jail. You're going to be fingerprinted and released.
I'll be arrested though.
Yes.
For wearing a hat that says "Make America Great Again."
That's correct.
It does not say Donald Trump on it anywhere.
That's correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Does the same go for Democrats?
What will happen if I do not take my shirt, my hat off?
If you refuse, you're going to be arrested and taken to jail.
If I don't take my hat off,
you're going to be fingerprinted and processed.
Well, I mean, that is a rule. Even in Georgia, we had people, that we know personally who, are, foot soldiers, have, Trump tattooed on the face and could not vote, had to come back in wearing a mask to even vote.
I was a poll worker a few times, but I thought that was only if you were in the party that you could not do, electioneering, that you're not allowed to bring. I didn't know that was something that they could stop, because I did the polls in New York and people came in, they weren't wearing hats, but they came in with their t-shirts, but ain't nobody was really.
It happened because MAGA, the merch and the brand is so strong. They now, enforced it. It wasn't something that was enforced before, but since MAGA is so strong, the red hat is just a signatorial, banner for the.
It's one of these now.
Yeah. So it's like you cannot, you got to try and stop that promo any way you can, because we would all roll up in red hats and MAGA everything. We would come in, mobbing. Looking good in MAGA gear, but and it's okay. Our vote is what counts.
Yes.
And it's not like the world doesn't know who we are. We are here.
Our vote is supposed to count. It's supposed to count.
So,
because I can't unsee all that I've been seeing, and I think because we're on different threads, we see different stuff. I don't know why Elon just be thinking I want to see all this liberal nonsense. But when I do get to peek, it does look like a lot of people are having problems with the Dominion machines. There's stuff that they're saying that they can't be corrected. I think at one other state they had told people that they needed to leave, that they couldn't come in and vote, that they needed to go to another polling station.
Or
I don't know. I just don't have any confidence. I mean, if Trump win and it's all messed up, I mean, I ain't gonna be mad. But I'm just saying that for me, election integrity is important, whether it's for our candidate, the next candidate, many other candidates. If we can't believe in a system, we could probably not have believed in the system for the longest time. How many times have they orchestrated where they allowed presidents to become? I believe that they did not think Trump was going to win. They thought it was going to go to Hillary. But so many people turned out. That's why they said make it too big to rig. But now they got this early voting. They might know exactly how many ballots that they need to count up. You know what I'm saying?
They're saying that
it's a lot.
They're saying immigrants got assisted to vote priority, while everyday Americans had to wait in line for 2 hours.
Wow.
Wait.
Where they doing it at?
Who said that? And where is that supposed to be? Because
I don't know where that's going on.
Number one cannot vote, so they can't get priority in the voter line.
Right, that's why I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Well, you know, anything goes in California, so I would never put nothing past it in California. You know what I'm saying?
I think that we need to know that there are over 25 million illegals that have illegally entered our country, and the bulk of them are set up in the state of Texas. So where we look at, worrying about Pennsylvania and Georgia, I believe Texas is in play for Democrats because they purposely flooded the population with illegals.
They sure did.
In order for illegals to work anywhere, guess what the first thing they have to do? They have to register to vote. So this is what, and for someone who has so much on the table in Georgia, Texas is what I'm concerned about. Just finding out exactly how many numbers are of people who are American citizens who are registered to vote, and the numbers that they have of people who have voted that don't match. They don't.
Okay, y'all listen. I'm gonna close shut this show down. We're gonna close today. But
we should go longer because
I'm gonna say this, y'all. We have over 1,000 people. We have close to 2,000 people that are on watching us right now. And I'm gonna encourage everybody that's watching to please follow everybody up here on the stage. Please follow everybody. Trevian, last time a lot of people was asking how to follow you. So y'all tell them how to follow you on X so they'll know what is your platform and where you at. And I'm gonna start with you and go to Sophia and then work our way down to the bottom with P. Ray and Sandra.
Okay, well, first, Lavern, again, I want to thank you for having me. And thank you all for tuning in. You can find me at Free Trevian. That's FREETREVIAN. That's on X. And I'm Trevian Cutie on every other platform.
Okay.
I'm Sophia Johnson, my real name, and I'm at Patty Free on Twitter. Oh, my bad. On X. And I'm just saying that, Lavern, they trying to slow your roll. You usually be up to 4,000. What's happening? It's
to me, it's not about the numbers. It's about getting the word out, and then sometimes
that's the word.
It's time of the day, and I'm sure if I did it in the evening, I'll tell her how many numbers, what the numbers would look like in the evening. So right now, it's a time of day where people are getting off from work, and even after this is open, they can still watch this.
Well, I'm gonna share it, ladies. I'm gonna share it. If y'all want to see it on my thread, it's at Patty Free. I got Lavern's back. Lavern got all of our backs. Like, you're an amazing person, Lavern, and I just hope that you keep doing what you're doing and allowing us to be up on at your table. This is important for everybody to see the diverse amount of Americans that's coming together. So thank you again, and thank you, ladies. Missed you, Sandra, and we'll be back here again.
Missed you too.
And who was next? P. Ray?
Is P. Ray going first?
Yeah, so thank you for having me on the show. Again, Miss Lavern, thank you for responding to me, because for a while I'm like, this lady, I think she ignoring me. Somebody make her look at me.
No, wasn't that I was telling him to send you the link, but he didn't.
No, not for this. I'm talking about in
did.
life. When I used to be tweeting you, when you say you do hair, I'm like, comb my hair, please. I want to be your friend. And look,
you must inbox me because see, listen, I might not read all the comments, but if you inbox me, trust and believe, I'm gonna answer you.
Yeah, I was like, put me on your books, girl. But now what I'm saying is, now we're here together, and I appreciate you bringing me here. You can find me on X at Chicago Red P. I'm search banned, so you gotta type it in and then press top post, and then you can find me. But we rock it and win it. Thank you.
And also, y'all, I'm gonna say, P. Ray, she's on Fox News a lot, and she's on a lot of other shows. Please watch out for her and join her on those other shows and endeavors that she's involved with. She also was on Fox, and I didn't post it, but she has a picture, and she was talking to the lady, and the lady must have been a liberal, because she started to make a face like she was sucking on a sour lemon. And I was like, did y'all look at that lady face, how she was looking? It was like Parade was on the View or something, talking to those women that we all know they need a laxative because they so full of it. They are so full of it.
She like me. She invite me back every week.
They can't agree with anybody, not unless you're mentioning something negative about Trump.
Right.
And everybody they invite on is anti-Trump. And if you got anything positive to say about Trump up there, they will have that same look on their face. But anyway, Sandra, go ahead.
I just want to say thank you, ladies. It's been a while since I've joined you, and I always enjoy listening to all of you. Thank you, Lavern, for always checking in, see if I want to hop on board. We're strong in numbers, but we're also strong individually. We have our convictions. No one can shake them. I mean, if you have eyes to see, you see what's going on.
Yes.
And ears to hear. You see and know and hear what's going on. So thank you for allowing this forum for us to talk like this, and to hell with those people who you don't have to disagree with us, by the way. You can be here and not agree with any of our opinions. But when you hurl insults, like that's a boring conversation. Don't bore
But
us.
it's a good one for me. I'm gonna cut your ass out. I just put it on now.
Yeah, well, don't bore us with your insults and whatever, because we're not here for that. We're grown women,
right?
And we are entitled to have our own unique thoughts. We probably disagree on some things. Who knows? We obviously agree. We're all conservatives, but we may disagree on other things. Doesn't matter. We're not
and
a
you
monolith.
Know what?
We're not a monolith.
Sandra, you know what, Sandra? When you talk about that, one thing about me, for many years I was a Democrat, and I didn't want to hear a damn thing about a conservative because I thought that they were all racist and they hated black people and everything else that the news showed. Because y'all remember when that thing went down in Charlottesville, they pushed that racist narrative to the utmost with that when that person got ran over in Charlottesville. I think it was Charlottesville, Virginia. Okay. But after that, I started listening. I was like, wait a minute, something isn't right. It just wasn't connecting for me, And now I understand it better because, like I said, since I've been a conservative, all the Democrats are always sending me messages like the one that News Portland, whatever, and we're gonna find out who your ass is too. But they are always sending you those type of messages. So then you're like, okay, so what's going on here? Because when I was a Democrat, no conservatives never sent me any of those. Right. I didn't get one damn message from a conservative saying, why are you a Democrat? Why are you doing this? But now, since I'm a conservative, every time you turn around, oh, why did you say that? Oh, you're not afraid. And for people to say that is one thing, but then when it's a black person, especially somebody that's a congressional candidate that's supposed to be out here fighting, well, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Right. What the fuck are you actually talking about? Because you should be fighting just like I'm fighting, right?
It's the politics. It's politics of fear.
So why are you gonna be worried about what the hell somebody said or what you had to say about that person? And I'll say it again. Anybody know me? No, I ain't gonna say nothing that I wouldn't tell nobody in their damn face, because I ain't gonna talk about you behind your back. I'm gonna tell you straight in your damn face. And guess what? I don't care if you get mad, because me as a person, I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not. So I don't give a shit about that.
To cuss you out.
I don't give a shit about it. So you ain't gonna hurt my damn feelings because you say what you say. Even when they come in my, when people come in my inbox me, and once again in 2020, I got every time I went to my inbox, I had like 20, 30 comments, and it was
lighting them up.
And I wore their ass out. I wore them out. And then the people was writing me, and they would say, well, why would you say something like that to a child? I said, first of all, did I know that was a fucking child? And that's your child. You should tell your child to stay the fuck up out of grown people inboxes. Because when you inbox a comment, the comment doesn't come say, well, Amarosa just inboxed you, and Amarosa is 25 years old. The comment doesn't come with age, limits or requirements or anything on it. So how old was I supposed? How did I supposed to know what age these little motherfuckers was that was in my inbox talking shit? But see, that's the thing. If you're gonna talk some shit to somebody, you better make sure you know who you talking shit to, because everybody ain't gonna co-sign on that, and a lot of them gonna let you have it, and you ain't gonna like it what we got to say. Especially me, you ain't gonna like it what I got to say. I'm gonna tell you some real little nasty stuff that you ain't ever heard before.
And you'll never forget.
And then I will turn around and bless you in the name of Jesus. I could do that. Because guess what? It ain't no animosity here in my heart for nobody. I'm not that type of person.
You see how
I don't
all up
dislike
here?
anybody. I don't care who you are. That's not That's not what's here. If God called me home today, I don't owe this world nothing. Nothing. Ain't nobody I hate. Ain't nobody I like. Say I dislike. I've never been that type of person because I never could. I was taught coming up, you don't hate people. You just dislike that spirit that they operating out of, and you know who's operating that spirit. So you just got to talk to them because sometimes people are totally unaware of how they act. Like Case, right? What I'm saying, especially in our community, you have a lot of bitter ass black women that are mad because John Henry left their ass in the 90s, but they never got over that shit, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So they go around being mad as hell with everybody because John Henry left their ass, but they not aware that they still wearing this on their sleeve. So they lash out against everybody, and they just angry. They're just angry. But until you sit down and talk to them and say, sis, you really need to let that go. That happened in the 90s. We in another century. It's time for you to move on. Let it go. Let it be. And let's pray about it because God loves you and so do I. Because sometimes people need to know that, right? And I'm gonna share something with y'all. I also minister once a week for like 20-30 minutes in Pakistan.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. In Pakistan.
Wow.
So I'm doing this now. They I don't speak their language, but their evangelist, he translates for me, right? Wow. So I'm gonna throw this out there, and I'm asking if anybody can help me get some Bibles for Pakistan because they want to know about Jesus.
Oh,
please
yeah.
get one.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we can
That's
help
beautiful.
you out of Chicago.
Okay, so I need to get them about. They want about maybe, even if it's like maybe 175 people, and they sit in the dirt, y'all. They sit in the dirt. They don't even have a whole wall. These people do not even have a whole wall. They sit in the dirt. So, we all are rich and wealthy compared to some things that people are going through. So that's why we can't take nothing in our life for granted. We got to thank God for everything and trust and believe that, all things going to work together for the good of those that love the Lord at the end of the day. Right? We got to believe that. And, I just pray for Trump, put that covering over his head, that they won't be trying to shoot at him again. And, they always trying to take this man out, but why? You don't see them shooting at them other ones,
That's right.
So what's the problem? Why are they so aggressively trying to attack this man and trying to take him out? It's for a reason. It's for some reason that we may not know about, but I'm just praying for him that God cover him. And I'm hoping that, we going to do everything we got to do to make sure that he get elected.
Yes.
And
when we meet again, it's going to be a different America.
Right.
When we meet again, it's going to be a different America.
I'm going to rebuke right now all them dead people that come back to life every year and been voting in our election. I'm rebuking all of them right now in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah.
Y'all stay where y'all at. Y'all get y'all rest. We don't need y'all interfering with our elections. Y'all just sleep on the heavenly peace. We don't need y'all to come back and vote. We don't need y'all to come vote in Miami.
No.
We don't need y'all to come vote in Chicago. We don't need y'all to come vote in New York. Y'all just keep on resting and sleep in the heavenly peace. We don't need y'all interfering. We don't need no illegals interfering in our elections.
And
y'all stay with y'all
Musk. Somebody asked Elon Musk if his Starlink can detect if Dominion machines are
nice.
Somebody asked Elon that. Can Starlink see if Dominion machines are committing fraud?
Nice.
Well, maybe you can ask him.
Right.
Well, they're not supposed to be tied to the internet.
But it is though.
When you reach out to people, you'll be surprised who will respond to you. You know, so we can keep throwing it out there and keep asking.
Oh, I posted it earlier.
Okay. Well, I will retweet you. And y'all don't forget, y'all follow all my friends up here and follow Amarosa and the other supporters, everybody that's a supporter, y'all. Let's follow each other. Let's stay in contact with the each other, so we will all know what is going on and what is taking place throughout this country. And we're gonna continue to fight for this country.
Let's go.
Like Trump says, fight, fight, fight.
We're gonna fight, fight, fight.
But fight peacefully, because we're not belligerent.
Get out there.
We fight peacefully. We're peaceful warriors.
Right.
We
Right.
smile, we laugh, we joke. So when we say fight, it's just
until it's time to pull out the pew pew pew.
No, not me.
And that's what. Can I?
Well, I got
my
you.
last word. If you think
I got you, Sandra.
Us in Chicago,
hey, y'all, who they used to say ain't no killer? Who they used to say ain't no killer, but don't push
me.
Yeah. Right.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You know? Okay, Sandra. We got you, Sandra. Y'all
in the words of Michael Jackson.
Y'all follow Sandra. Hey, you know what? Michael Jackson might have said that, but if you go back and watch his old videos, he was sharing a lot of knowledge. He was fighting in his own way.
He was.
Yeah, you heard me at the end. They say he beat up Tupac. He two-pieced him for disrespecting Quincy Jones' daughter. Yeah. So they say it's a black man from Gary beat up a theater kid from Baltimore, and that was the fight. He beat him up.
What?
Michael Jackson beat up Tupac Shakur. Look it up. It's videos all about it. People talking about it, the people who were there.
Wow.
Scrawny Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson could fight.
He got 6 brothers.
You see this kid?
Come on over here, Tupac. I'm just
Thank you all.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day. God bless.
Peace and happiness for everybody.
Yes.
See y'all next week right back here. My hoodies. We're going to see y'all next Thursday, 3 o'clock. It's God's will.
Yes.
Peace, everybody.
God bless everybody. God
bless everybody.
Bye.